Morning student, this is your computer class. Today we learn chapter number 7, Presentation Software Visual Effects. In this chapter we learn about adding transition, adding animation, viewing a presentation, rearranging slides in slide order, slide sorter view, run a slideshow, previewing and printing presentations. Okay students, so let's begin. Adding transition. A transition is an animation that occurs when PowerPoint advances from one slide to the next during a slideshow. Okay, this is a transition. You can avoid abrupt breaks between slides. Okay, by using transition that control the way slides move on end of the screen. Each slide can have only one transition. To apply a transition effect, follow these steps. Step number 1. Select the slides to which you want to add a transition effect. Step number 2. On the transition tab in the transition to this slide group, click the more button. Okay, this is the more button. Now transition to the slides. The transition gallery appear. These are the transition galleries. Okay students. PowerPoints come with the following categories of built-in transition effects. Subtle includes fades, wipes and a shutter-like effects. Okay. Exciting includes more dramatic effects such as checkboards, blinds, ripples, glitter, flopping and zooming. Now dynamic content holds the background of the slides still and applies a dynamic effect to the title and other content such as panning, rotating or flying onto the slide. Okay. Step number 3. Select a transition effect from the gallery. Notice a tiny star that appears in the corner of the slide, indicating that the transition effect has been applied. Okay. Now step number 4. Click the Apply to All button in the timing group. The transition effect is applied to all the slides in the presentation. Understand, student? Now adjusting transition speed. Transition from one slide to another can occur at any speed according to your preference. To adjust speed, follow these steps. Step number 1. Select the slide containing the transition effect you want to modify. Step number 2. Click the Transitions tab in the timing group. Click the duration arrows to adjust the speed of the transition. The speed of the transition is adjusted. Preview the transition speeds before you deliver your presentation in front of a live audience. Okay. Now adding sound. Adding sound to a transition effect can grab audience attention. To add sound to the transition, follow these steps. Step number 1. Select the slides. Step number 2. On the Transitions tab in the timing group, click the Sound drop down list arrow. A list sound appears. Step number 3. Select a sound from the list. Now advancing a slide. To move to the next slide, there are two options available in the timing group under Advanced Slide. Okay. First is on mouse click and second is after. You can advance to the next slide by clicking your mouse or pressing enter on your keyboard. Okay. And after set your presentation to advance on its own and display each slide for a specific amount of time. Okay. Now removing a transition effect. To remove a transition effect, follow these steps. Step number 1. Select the slide with the transition effect you want to remove. Step number 2. On the Transition tab in the transition to this slide group, click None. From the gallery, the transition effect is removed. Okay. Now adding animation. Animation is a special visual effect applied to an object in a slide like text, images, shapes and bullet points. To make the object move, it is useful in making a presentation lively. Okay. It also helps to emphasize on important points, but too many animation can be distracting. There are 4 types of animation. Entrance effect makes the entry of the elements on a slide attractive. Emphasis effect focuses the elements on a slide. Exit effect makes the elements disappear from some time from a slide. Motion paths makes an object move within a slide. Okay. The most common types of animation effects include entrances and exits. To add animation to the text or an object, follow these steps. Select the object, text or object. On the Animation tab in the Animation group, click an animation effect from the gallery. Okay, students. Now step number 3, click the more arrow to see more options. Okay, these are the options. Alternatively, in the advanced animation group, select the add animation drop down list. Okay, this is the drop down list. Now step number 4, select an animation effect. You can also add the exit effect to the same slide. Okay, now step number 5, click the play button in the animation pane to play the animation effects. Okay, you can remove the animation applied to on object. Okay, now no more in the gallery entrance effects icons are colored green, emphasize effects icons are colored yellow, and exit effects icons are colored red. Okay, now combining animation effects. To make one animation appear from another automatically, follow these steps. Step number 1, select the text box effects from the animation pane window. Now step number 2, on the animations tab in the timing group, click the start drop down arrow. A drop down list appears. Okay students. Now step number 3, select the with previous and after previous options. This option will play the animation immediately before and after the previous animation is played. Okay. Now step number 4, click the play button. Now removing the animation effect. You can remove the animation applied on objects. Okay. Right click the animation effect in the animation pane window. Select the remove option to remove the animation effect. Alternatively, you can also select the animation effect and press the delete key. Okay, now viewing a presentation. PowerPoint 2010 offers four views, each of which allows you to focus on and work with your presentation in different ways. It offers one presentation view as slideshow. You can choose one of the following views either from the view tab in the presentation views group. Okay. Alternatively, you can also use the view icons on the view shortcuts toolbar. Okay, see this is the normal and this is the slide sorter, this is reading view, this is slideshow, and this is fit slide to current window. Okay, now see, this is view, description and output. Normal, it is selected by default and shows the slide and outline tabs in the overview pane along with displaying the slide pane and notes pane. Okay, the slide can display small thumbnails of all the slides in the active presentation. To jump to a specific slide, click its thumbnail. The output tab shows all the text on the slides displays as an outline. It is ideal for quickly adding text to a slide and or previewing the textual structure of our presentations. Okay. Slideshow pane occupies most of the program window and shows the current slides as it will appear in the presentation. And note pane is below the slide pane. It provides a place from entering notes that the speaker might refer when delivering the presentation. Okay. Now slide sorter. It displays thumbnails, tiny image of all the slides in the presentation to check the order of slides, add, delete, rearrange slides, or add transition effects between slide of the presentation. Understood? Now reading view. To display only the slides with buttons at the bottom of the screen for navigation. Okay, this button for the navigation. Okay students. Now slideshow. It will play the slide as an actual presentation as you will deliver a presentation in front of an audience. Okay. Now notes page. Display a small version of the current slide and any notes that go along with it. Okay, allows to enter and edit the speaker's notes for each slide. Okay, this is the slide and this is the notes. Okay, now rearranging slides in slide sorter view. In MS PowerPoint, the normal view display one slide at a time and thus fails to provide a bigger picture of a presentation. Hence, it is difficult to view the flow of information. The slide sorter view offers an overall view of presentations and help you to sorter the presentation, the slide by dragging them to appropriate position. You can use the slide sorter view to organize slides in a presentation. To rearrange slides in slide sorter view, follow these steps. Step number 1, click the view tab and in the presentation view groups, click the slide sorter. The slide sorter view appears. Okay. Step number 2, to rearrange a slide, click and drag the same to required position. Okay students. Now rearranging a slide, this we rearrange a slide. Okay students. To select a group of slides in the slide sorter view, click and drag the mouse over the required slide. Okay students. Then run a slideshow. To run a slideshow, on the slideshow tab, in the start slideshow group, click the from beginning button. Okay, this is the from beginning button. PowerPoint displays a full screen view on the first slide in the presentation. After the last slide in the presentation, PowerPoint displays a black slide. Okay students. When you deliver the presentation from your computer, you should be familiar with the tools available in slideshow view as the slide occupies. Okay, these all the tools you have to familiar with. Okay, the entire screen from navigate through slide by clicking the mouse button or by pressing the arrow keys on the keyboard, moving forward and backward one slide at a time. Okay students. Now during the slideshow you can mark slides with an on-screen pen or highlighter to emphasize a point. Okay students. Right click on the slide and choose an appropriate option. Got it? See here, just like this. Okay, Shah Jahan and Agra. Got it? This. Now keyboard shortcut. To start the presentation from the first slide, press F5 key. Okay. To start the presentation from the current slide, press Shift plus F5. To stop a presentation before you reach the end, press the ESC key. Got it? Now previewing and printing presentation. Before you print your copy, it is a good idea to preview your presentation. Okay. To print a presentation, follow these steps. Click the file tab. In the backstage view, click print. Okay students, here we click print. Preview and print and software, nothing. Now notice that the print settings and a preview of the presentation appear together, with print settings on the left and a preview on the right. Okay, you can navigate the slides in the preview pane. You can click the next page or previous page button in the lower left corner of the pane to move along the slides. To zoom in on part of a slide, click the zoom in and zoom out buttons on the zoom slider in the lower right corner. Okay, click the zoom to page button and to fit the slide of the pane. You can make the following changes on the print page. Copies, click the arrows to adjust the number of copies. Now printer, specify the printer you want to use and set its properties. Understood? Now under settings, print all slides. You can print all the slides, the selected slides or the current slides. Okay, from here we can print all the slides. To print only specific slides, click the slide box. Okay, and enter the slide number and arranges separated by commas, no spaces. Okay students. For example, enter 1, 4, 8 and 10 to print slides 1, 4, 8, 9 and 10. Understood? Now print layout. Gallery, specify whether to print slides 1 per page, notes page 1 half size slide per page with space for notes or an outline. Understood? See here, this is handouts. Under handouts sections, you can also print handouts specifying the number of slides that print on each page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 9 and their order. Okay students. Now here, collated section collates multiple copies. If you are printing multiple copies of a presentation, specify whether complete copies should be printed one at a time. See, color. Specify whether the presentation should be printed in color, grayscale or pure black and white. Okay students. Now here, frame slides. Click the option to put a frame around the slides on the printed pages. Okay, and scale to fit paper. Scale slides if you have not set the size of the slides to match the size of the paper in the printer, so we can from this fit a paper. Okay students. Now edit header and footer. Note that color copy will be printed on a color printer only. Added header or footer, it displays the header and footer dialog box. Okay students. Now step number 3, specify printing options and click the print button. The presentation gets printed. Okay. To preview and print, press Ctrl+P. Okay. This chapter I have finished. An exercise of this chapter I will provide you in PDF students. Okay. Thank you. Stay home and stay safe.